That was so stupid. Oh, don't be dramatic.
What's up guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be one that I've been wanting to film for so long, and it's something that I see on my feed all the time, and it's such a fun trend going around. Pinterest dupes tested. So I created this full face makeup tutorial using two different types of products. So we've got the high-end side on this side, and then we have the dupes on this side. So these are dupes that I found on Pinterest and I wanted to put them to the test. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, give it a thumbs up as usual. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys like videos like this and maybe I can film more, find other dupes. Let's get started. My phone is on silent now, thank you. So I've already got my moisturizer and primer on, and we're gonna go in with the foundation first. So according to Pinterest, the L'Oreal True Match Lumi is a dupe for the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. The dupe is going to be on this side, and then the high end is going to be on this side. I'm gonna start with the Giorgio Armani, and I'm gonna go ahead and, whoa, I'm like running low on this guy. Come on, don't fail me now. Okay, but then when I do this, there's like a button. Keep in mind the colors might not be exactly the same, but we're testing for more texture and feel and all that good stuff. I am going to use the Artiste brush for the first time on camera. I just got these and so I'm excited to try it. Then I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal True Match Lumi and apply it on this side. So I'm going to use the same type of Artiste brush, but it's a little bit smaller than this one, just so we get a clean and fresh application. The L'Oreal True Match feels a little bit more like moisturizing and hydrating, whereas the Armani Luminous Silk feels a little bit more lightweight and more watery. Keep in mind this one is definitely a little bit darker than this one, but that's because I don't have the right color. Overall, I would say it feels different when you apply it, but it looks pretty identical. The finish is the same, the coverage is the same, but I'm gonna say yes, it is a dupe because we're more testing out if it looks the same at the end of the day. Let's move on to concealer. So according to Pinterest, the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, which is so popular and famous, it's one of my favorites, is a dupe for the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. And as you guys can see, the packaging even looks really similar. So I'm super excited to give it a try. So the shade that I use for the Maybelline Fit Me is number 10 Light. For NARS is Custard. So again, I'm going to go ahead and apply the high-end one on this side. And then we're going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me and apply it on this side. Okay, they look really similar. Again, this one might be a little bit lighter than this, but that's only a color difference. I'm going to blend these guys in place using sponges. So first, let's go in with this. When I did apply, I felt like it was very similar. Actually, the texture is pretty similar. So in terms of that, I would say it is a dupe. I think it's definitely a dupe. Again, the colors are just a little bit off. This one is brighter than this, but overall, I think it's a great dupe actually. It works really well. It covers the same amount. On to highlighting. A lot of you guys may be familiar with this highlighter because it's very popular. It's the Betty Luminizer or Mary Luminizer by The Balm Cosmetics. And it looks like there's a dupe for it and it's by e.l.f. and this one is Moonlight Pearls. As you can see, this guy looks a little bit more pink. The Mary Luminizer is more on the ivory side. So let's just give it a try. I have two of the same brushes, so I'm going to use the same type of brush to apply these, and this is the Sigma F35 brush. So first, I'm going to go in with the Mary Luminizer and apply it on the high points of my cheeks, and then take it up a little bit, just on one side of my lip. Using the same type of brush, but it's a clean one, the e.l.f. Cosmetics one, and apply it on this side. Okay, right off the bat, it's not the same payoff, but I'm just gonna keep layering it. So I would say this is definitely not a dupe because as you can see, the payoff for this is just intense. It took one time to achieve something really strong, whereas this one, I keep going and going at it and it just like barely showing up on the skin. So I would say this is a fail. It's definitely not a dupe. I have to go in like over and over and over again, but it still doesn't give you the same payoff. So far we've got one fail. I wouldn't say this is a dupe. Okay, on to bronzers. So if you guys follow my channel regularly, that you know that I love the Too Faced chocolate bronzer. It's such an amazing one. So I wanted to find a dupe for that. And according to Pinterest, we've got a Rimmel one that is a dupe. So this is the Rimmel Natural Bronzer, and it's supposed to be a dupe for the Too Faced chocolate bronzer. So first I'm going to go in with the Too Faced chocolate, and this is in medium. And I'm just going to apply this on the hollows and then blend it. I'm also going to take this down to my jawline. Okay, so I'm going to use the same type of brush, and as you can see, it's clean. So I'm going to go in with the Rimmel one this time, and I'm just going to apply that same way on the hollows of my cheeks. So again, right off the bat, the payoff is a little bit different, but the color seems the same. And as long as you can build it to kind of achieve that same type of finish, I think it's definitely a dupe. So let's see if we can build it up to that same intensity. Okay, so overall, I definitely think it's a dupe. You do have to work just a little bit harder to get the same payoff, because the payoff is definitely not the same. But I think overall, if you don't mind layering a couple of more times, then it's definitely a dupe. So I think thumbs up for this. So when it came to finding a dupe for a blush, I wanted to make sure that it was like a popular one that people love. And of course, NARS has the most popular blush probably in the world, Orgasm, that everyone loves. And so I wanted to find a dupe for this, and I found one according to Pinterest. The Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso is supposed to be a dupe for NARS's Orgasm. So we're going to give it a try, but I will tell you right off the bat, when I look at these two, they look so different. So I'm going to use a fluffy brush, apply a little bit on the apples of my cheeks, and this is Orgasm. Now we're going to go in and pick up a little bit of this Milani blush and apply it on the apples.
Oh my god, it does look very similar. Weird.
Even on the skin, you can kind of tell that this has more of a pink undertone. This has more of a peach undertone. I say overall, it's definitely not a dupe in terms of color. I will tell you though, the Milani blush has more payoff, and it does have a little bit more shimmer than the NARS blush. So it's overall a great blush. I just don't think that it's necessarily an exact dupe because of the fact that the colors are a little bit different. So I'm gonna tone these guys down a little bit. I am so excited for this next one, because when I saw this, I could not believe my eyes. And I don't know why I hadn't seen this before. But ladies and gentlemen, there seems to be a dupe for the Urban Decay Naked 2 palette. So I found a dupe on Pinterest. Look at these colors. I mean, identical. I don't even know how this is like legal. I'm gonna go in with Pistol, which is this color over here. And with a flat brush, I'm just gonna apply this all over my eyelids. So I'm going to grab a very similar brush. I'm going to pick up that same color, except these don't have names, but I'm just matching it. And I'm just going to put that on the other side. Okay guys, this is crazy. That is a dupe for sure. The packaging smells weird, I will tell you that. Oh no, the packaging stinks. Like, I wish I could explain what it smells like, but the packaging smells pretty bad. Like, it smells like plastic that's been burnt. But the color looks so good. Next, I'm going to pick up the same type of brush. I'm going to go ahead and dip it into this matte ivory color from the Naked 2 palette. And then I'm just going to apply this on my brow bone. And then I'm going to pick up this color over here, which is an ivory, but that's got tons of shimmer. And I'm just going to apply this on the inner corners. We're going to use a clean brush. Again, I'm going to use the ivory color and apply it on my brow bone. And then this guy over here. And apply it on the inner corners. Next, with a fluffy brush, I'm going to go in with Tease right over here, which is a matte taupe color. And apply this on my crease. I'm also going to apply this color on my bottom lash line. Using the same type of brush, I'm going to go in with the same color. I'm just going to apply this on my crease. So The payoff is, you see the fallout? Okay, you don't get that with Urban Decay shadows. So you're not going to get the same exact quality. Keep that in mind. And the payoff is a little bit different too. Like this is more smoky. Like it's not as true to color. You see how soft that is? That looks a lot darker than this. You have to go really easy because the pigments are a little bit stronger. Again, I'm going to apply a little bit on my bottom lash line just to lightly smoke that out. Next, I'm going to pick up a little bit of the black from the Naked 2 palette. So I'm just going to apply this on the outer corners. I'm going to pick up the black again from the other palette. The pigments are pretty close. Again, I would say the dupe has a lot more fallout than obviously the Urban Decay one, but in terms of color and payoff, I would say they're pretty close. The shadow is done. I think it's definitely a dupe, so thumbs up to Pinterest for finding this dupe. We're gonna move on to eyeliner. So again, when it came to eyeliner, I wanted to find something that I already love and use. I was like, well, 24/7 glide-ons are my favorite, so let's see if we can find the dupe for that. I found one by NYX. I'm gonna go in with the Urban Decay 24/7 glide-on in Lush, and I'm gonna apply this on the inner rim of my eye. Now I'm going to give the NYX liner a try, and I'm going to apply it on the inner rim of this side. I can't say that this is a dupe, not in terms of color, because color is definitely off as well, but in terms of payoff. The Urban Decay 24/7 Glide-On has like double the payoff, and I just feel like the NYX one, you kind of have to like really work for it. So again, if you go back and forth a few times, you probably will get that same payoff, but I don't know if it's gonna last as well as the Urban Decay. So you know what, I'm gonna say this is not a dupe. As you can see, the color is definitely off and the payoff is off as well. Okay, on to mascara, and I was so excited to find a dupe for this mascara particularly because I personally love it. A lot of people love it. It's the Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced, and I found a dupe on Pinterest, and it's the Rimmel Scandalize Retro Glam. Okay, first, let's go in with the Better Than Sex mascara. I mean, I already know I love this. Let's try the Rimmel mascara. Let's take a look at the brushes. So the brushes definitely look very similar. I'm in Los Angeles, and these fires are scaring the crap out of me. There's like fires everywhere. It's been so hot. The only difference I'm seeing right now is the fact that the Better Than Sex mascara has more of a wet formula. This one doesn't seem as wet. It's not dry, but it's definitely not as wet as the Too Faced. I like it. I think it's definitely a dupe. Again, the formula feels different when you apply it, but you do get the same payoff and you still get the same type of finish. So I'm going to say yes, this is a dupe. Last but not least, I really wanted to find a dupe for this lip gloss. This is the NARS Turkish Delight, which people love. I love it personally too. It's so amazing. I found one, and it's by L'Oreal. It's the Color Riche in 151 Baby Blossom. So I'm going to go ahead and apply Turkish Delight on my bottom lips, and then we're going to go in with the L'Oreal on the top.
That's pretty good.
They look identical. Yes, this is definitely a dupe. But that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, you know the drill. Give it a thumbs up, and of course, share it on Pinterest since it is a Pinterest dupes tested. I just want to thank everyone who found these amazing dupes on Pinterest. If you're responsible, thank you. If you want to see more videos like this, let me know in the comments below, and especially if you have a specific product that you want me to find a dupe for and test it out on camera, I would love to hear it in the comments below. Other than that, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Mwah. Bye!